Hello guys, you're on Realme24.com YouTube channel and today we will disassemble Realme Narzo 30. Disassembly has the two gears on our own difficulty classification or medium and will be disassembled by detaching the back cover. For work we will use a Phillips #30 screwdriver, plastic tools, tweezers, a heating mat like this to heat the surface of the back cover, card tray ejection tool. It is look like this. And I have anti-static gloves on my hands. You can use an anti-static wristband instead. First of all, we take out the card tray, insert the tool into the hole and the mechanism pushes the card tray out. This tray for two SIM cards and a memory card. Now we need to heat the surface of the back cover to approximately 70 Celsius degree or 158 degree Fahrenheit. For this we use a heating mat. By the way, it is made in China. This smartphone has not been disassembled before us, but on one side of the back cover it is slightly unstuck due to fall and subsequent damage. It turns out that there is adhesive everywhere except for the bottom part. Most likely dust has already got in there and the glue has dried up. So we wait up to 7 minutes. And after 5 or 7 minutes we will start detaching the back cover. The cover is already hot. We turn off the heating mat and remove it. Tactilely, I feel that the back cover has warmed up. By the way, we have a fingerprint sensor on this side, which means that there is nothing on the back cover except for the gasket. And in this place, we will have a cable that will connect to the printed circuit board. We take a plastic film, if necessary we can use isopropyl alcohol. I don't think alcohol is needed because in my experience Narzo's adhesive doesn't hold covers tightly. We put the film in the hole between the back cover and the middle cover, the far corner from the cameras. And I already feel that there is no adhesive in this place. We run the film along the edge, and here it feels like the adhesive is holding the cover firmly in place. We need to be careful around the fingerprint sensor cable, and we need to be careful around the cameras too, because the back cover is glued around the camera's cover. And it feels like the glue is holding the cover tightly in that area too. I will try to look under the back cover. By the way, the back cover is plastic. We need to work with the adhesive in this area of the camera's cover. We gently pass the film in this place and open the cover. Remember to be careful not to damage the fingerprint sensor cable. Gently remove the part of the adhesive base. It may be possible to use the adhesive in some way in the future. We only have a gasket on the back cover. Put it away. So let's see what we have here. This is the fingerprint sensor cable. This is the protective film that hides the interboard cable. Now let's move on to unscrewing the screws. To do that, we use a magnetic dish like this. In it, we are going to place the screws in the order in which we are going to unscrew them. And you can lay them out on the table, just remember the order in which you unscrewed them for reassembly. I see a warranty sticker on the screw. It means that the smartphone has not been disassembled. By the way, it feels like the screws are not tight. We can try to remove the warranty sticker. On Xiaomi, sometimes it works. The screws look the same size and color. So we have the cover of the cameras here, and we will try to detach it. We will use a plastic tool. Judging by the design, we need to unscrew the screws and detach the middle cover. Unscrew the screws, securing the subboard and the loudspeaker. The screws seem to be the same as at the top. Now we need to detach the cover. It is best to start at the hole for the card tray. We need to detach a couple clips with a metal tool, since it's sharp enough for this task, and then continue with a plastic tool. And carefully go along with the plastic tool. We have to be careful around the buttons and the fingerprint sensor. Now let's remove the stock screw. We turn the middle cover, disconnect the connectors of the battery and the fingerprint sensor with a plastic tool. On the middle cover we have a protective film, the fingerprint sensor and the contact pads for the antennas. Which antennas, I won't say. Now we can unscrew the screws and detach the loudspeaker. The screwdriver is the same. Here we have 3 screws. Since we have disconnected the battery connector, we can already use a metal tool and not be afraid of a short circuit. We remove the cover and the speaker aside. We disconnect the connectors of the coaxial cable and the interboard cable. We can disconnect the second connector and remove the interboard cable. We can see the direction to the motherboard on the cable, so that you don't confuse it when reassembling. Now we can detach the subboard. It is held in place by a hook and it is not glued. On the subboard we have the headphone jack port, the microphone, the charging port. How can we identify the microphone? We have an exit hole on the back side of the board. We have membrane nets in the microphone holes in the frame of the display module. We can put a tool in there and damage the microphone. Also, we cannot worry about the dust or liquids getting in. Here we have the vibration motor. And also here we have a flat cable with a contact pads that connects the speaker and the subboard. Let's now remove the cameras. The two cameras are quite similar in size and shape, but sure to remember their location. One camera has a black cable, the other has a copper cable. So don't mix them up when reassembling. The large camera is plunged into the frame of the display model. Okay, we can detach the front camera. Traditionally, the front camera has a copper film of a passive heatsink. Carefully peel it off so we can gently glue it back. Don't forget about the cameras. They may look the same and the connectors fit, but the pinouts inside may be different and you can get the error when you start the camera application. Now we disconnect the connectors of the display module and coaxial cable. It is also attached to the circuit board. We take a Phillips H3O screwdriver and unscrew one screw that secures the motherboard. This short screw is better to put separately, and it is important not to confuse when reassembling. Now I think we can remove the circuit board. And I think on the back side is the thermal paste will hold the board a little bit. Here we have the side buttons cable. Let's try to detach the motherboard. And yes, we have the thermal paste slightly holding the board. On the motherboard we have the copper coating on the shields, that the processor and the rest of the components are underneath. We put the circuit board away. We still need to remove the battery. Gently unwrap the protective covering. This film is located between the battery and the display frame, thus protecting the cables from damage when removing the battery. Pull out the green tag. It says just pull it up, which is what we're actually going to do. Gently pull it up. The battery comes off pretty easily. So we have the 50-100 mAh battery, not hard to detach. Maybe the adhesive dried out a little bit.
It's pretty cool that I'm alive and have better days. I could walk, see, hear, I should celebrate. Think I could change my mind, maybe elevate. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need.
In the frame of the display module, we have left cable to the loudspeaker, vibration motor, coaxial cable, cable to the display, cable to the power button, cable to the side buttons, the earpiece speaker. This is the finally end of our disassembly. The text version with the pictures is already on our website. All links are down below. Thank you for watching and see you around.
Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah.
Okay guys, now we're done. Thank you for watching. If you like what we do, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel, read our articles on our website. Take care of yourself, and until next video.
On some better days, 'cause all I want, and I pray, I believe